The Boondocks is a series known for being funny and taking jabs at pop culture and sensitive issues that no one really wants to address. Its satire and social commentary makes it a unique and clever adult cartoon show, which separates it from the likes of cartoons like Family Guy and The Simpsons. Season 4 was full of uncertainties and problems, with Aaron McGruder's mysterious departure and the season being cut down to from 20 episodes to 10. There was a big question on most of the people's minds, and that was, just how good would this season be without Aaron at the helm? With Aaron shown the door, this season went in an entirely new direction, giving us an overarching, consistent storyline involving the Freeman family, Det, and the son of Ed Wensler. I, like many others, was very wary and concerned upon hearing of this new direction, though I tried to remain optimistic that the writing team for this season, which included Angela Nessel and one of Aaron's co-writers, Rodney Burns, could give us a decent send-off to our beloved series. So exactly how good was season 4? Well, that's that's kind of a tough question. The season had a very slow start with the episodes Pretty Boy Fleazy and the uninspired Good Times. The Pretty Boy Fleazy episode felt like a complete retread of the Trial of R. Kelly episode, which it also made the mistake of sidelining main characters like Riley, Granddad, and Huey to supporting characters for the episode, for a Tom-centric episode that took jabs at the state of R&B and its artists, most notably Chris Brown and the whole Rihanna incident, in which the whole thing just felt irrelevant considering the whole thing, that whole incident happened several years ago. The Good Times episode, on the other hand, that thing just felt flat out uninspired and was, it was quite a dull tale, and it basically ended in the Freemans becoming slaves thanks to the increasingly stupid Granddad. I mean, his stupidity throughout the series is one thing, but this whole season it felt as though these characters, especially his character, especially Robert Jebediah Freeman, had been dumbed down for this season. In fact, the whole entire Freeman family felt a little off this season. Huey has felt like for the entire season, it seems as though Huey was underutilized in most scenes, and he was his character was very, very tame up until the latter half of the season, when he becomes proactive again to fight for his freedom. And in Riley's case, I think his character suffered almost as much as Granddad due to poor dialogue. In fact, episodes such as Good Times, Breaking Granddad, and Pretty Boy Fleazy, they all lacked that snappy dialogue. They all lacked snappy dialogue and the humor that the series had always been known for. With the majority of the season's episodes being written by Angela Nessel, who wrote for Scrubs, a series I loved to death in high school, I am very disappointed to see the quality of writing drop like it did. Nessel-written episodes seem to focus, more on pop culture icons like Kim Kardashian, or parroting shows and movies from Breaking Bad to Star Wars. And her episodes, with the exception of the hilarious Early Bird special, in my opinion, they were just often quite dry and just boring at times. These episodes often featured an overabundance of everyone's favorite bigot, Uncle Ruckus, which while Uncle Ruckus as a character, he's always been entertaining, it was clear that he was put in certain scenes to just keep us distracted in the otherwise rather dull, boring moments. Ronnie Barnes' written episodes, on the other hand, those episodes were among the season's best. Those include Freedom Ride or Die, Freedom Land, and The New Black, which were exceptional episodes in my opinion, and those episodes just had the feeling of a classic Boondocks episode. Filled with social commentary, laugh out loud moments, and plenty of action, these episodes were truly the best of season 4. It's basically the best season 4 had to offer. And that was really just only like 3 episodes. Which makes me wonder just how good this season would have been if he had completely written it by himself. If Nestle was taken out of the equation. And again, there are 2 episodes that at this moment there are no writers credited for 2 of those episodes, but I can only assume that she wrote those episodes because she wrote half of the episodes for the season. So I do wonder just how good this season could have been if he was at the helm of the writing aspect of the show. It's a real shame though, because that whole the whole Ed Wensler storyline thing, it's a real shame that the Ed Wensler debt storyline thing, it failed to deliver in the end. The new storyline was often used as a vehicle for sitcom like episodes, placing the Freemans in one crazy situation after another. In the end, there was like no resolve, no big payoff for Granddad, a character who had at the disapproval of many of us fans. He was the large focus of this season. There were a lot of Granddad-centric episodes. Instead, though, the writers left a door wide open for a season 5. If they were ever, if they want to revisit the show later on, the door is pretty much wide open for season 5 because nothing was wrapped up at the end. And I feel as though the structure or the order of these episodes at which they were shown, which many believe that they were showed out of order even though there's no confirmation on this theory, I feel as though that nothing really gelled together between the episodes, and especially at the end. All in all, season 4 was an okay season, and it had a few gems in it, but it failed, it fails in comparison to the previous seasons. I would even go as far to say, this was worse than season 3. Had its focus been on other characters besides Granddad for a few episodes, mainly Riley and Huey, because they didn't really get too many chances to shine this season outside of Freedomland and outside the New Black. Had the storyline been wrapped up completely and better writing and dialogue had been implemented, we'd probably be looking at a season that was at least as good as season 3. With that said, my final score for this season, I gotta give it a 6 out of 10. I wanted really, really hard to try to find the best of this season. I feel as though this review pretty much reflects the best and the worst of the season. So let me know what you guys think about this season in the comment section. Please like this video. I need the exposure, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.